What is going on, people? Today I will be reviewing Batman and Robin, coming up for you guys next. So all four original Batman films have now come out in 4K Ultra HD. I have reviewed the first three movies because I separate my movie reviews from my actual 4K reviews for DC and Marvel, and today I will be getting into Batman and Robin. And this was directed by Joel Schumacher, and it stars Arnold Schwarzenegger, George Clooney, Uma Thurman, Chris O'Donnell, and Alicia Silverstone. Now, I know that this movie is sort of a pariah, and that is all rightfully so. I am not going to be one of those people that actually stick up for this movie. I will just put it out there. I hate this movie. And even though that I'm going to be making fun of it, and this video will be one of the more funnier videos that I actually put out for you guys, just let me tell you, that is not my experience watching it. Watching it, I just fall over wincing in pain because this movie is always painful for me to watch. In the matter of fact, when I was a little kid, I used to get excited almost every weekend to go see whatever movie was going to be coming out at the movie theater, and I would always be hyped to the nines, and I loved doing it, and Batman and Robin was the movie that really stopped me from doing that when I was a kid. And yeah, and the matter of fact, that, Batman and Robin was a movie that really made me sit back and reflect and say, maybe I should check out some indie films during the summertime and not just these big budget blockbusters. So much of this movie is notorious. I don't feel like I can bring anything new to the table. I will just say that, right off the top, right from the first scene of this movie, it is insanity. But you get bat nipples. You get just like 5 different punchlines right from the start. And then you get Commissioner Gordon coming through the intercom like it is just like he's reading the back of Mr. Freeze's flashcard. Batman, Mr. Freeze, he's at such and such. His powers are this, that, and the other thing. Go get him, Batman. It is ridiculous. And then the action scene, I'll give it credit for actually developing a suit for Clooney and for Robin here that they can actually move it. Some of the moves that they are actually able to pull off here couldn't be pulled off in previous Batman films just because the suit just wasn't there for those actors, but it is here now. But everything they do with it is just awful. An exploding rocket riding down on the doors, clicking heels, and ice skating. Just the noises of like bonk, bang, bonk, bonk. It's so bad. And then Arnold in this film is awful. Awful. He has never and will never turn in a worse performance than in this movie. Everything is a punchline. The Iceman cometh! Everybody freeze! Adam and Evil. Everything is a punchline. He does not say one regular sentence through this whole entire movie, and this movie makes Arnold look so feeble when he should have looked so strong. Every scene ends with him just saying, "Get the heroes!" And then he runs away. Every scene. Other than that, he'll just get punched once, and Batman will break through his windshield, and then he just falls down like, oh. And in the matter of fact, there is only one other performance that is actually worse than Arnold here, and that is Uma Thurman. Uma Thurman in this movie is so cringe-worthy. It is outstanding for me. You know, I can be in the room with Arnold, and Uma, I want to flee because she is that potent. She's just toxic to this movie. And I know that's a little bit of a pun that I just did there myself, but man, literally, this performance is so bad. Nobody, you know, and this is all Joel Schumacher here. I feel like he gets these really good actresses in his films and just makes them look stupid and silly and unconvincing. And he has never, ever done anybody as bad as he has done Uma here. This costume makes her look so uncomfortable. But and you have somebody that has supermodel beauty here, and it just doesn't work. She is so bad here and so miscast. And then we have our Batman, George Clooney. And if you didn't watch my Batman Forever review, I said that it would be hard to do worse than Val Kilmer. And I just feel like, we've gotten worse. George Clooney in this movie, you know, they want him to hit some emotional beats here. Specifically with Alfred being sick and that whole side plot to this movie. And he just approaches it the same way with just a cock and a grin and just like, what do you want me to do? And he smiles throughout the whole entire movie. It is so unconvincing. It is just not acting. It is just George Clooney, and this is what he did back then. He was over his head here, and I feel bad for the guy, but he has never minced words about this. He has always leveled with people and just said, look, I'm going to give it to you straight. This movie sucks, and I suck in it. And I feel like that is a big part of George Clooney's success, just because of the fact that he was honest about this in a time where nobody else was, at least out of all of the cast. Batgirl in this movie is just not needed. But beyond that, it's just such a bad performance from Alicia Silverstone. She seems so uncomfortable and so miscast here. Just so miscast. You know, she was another person that wasn't ready for this. And it shows in her acting. I'm gonna turn you into mulch. It is terrible. And she is just talking through her teeth, getting through it. And just really uncomfortable. I felt bad for her in this movie. Everything here, soup to nuts, is just terrible. The pretty good color palette of Batman Forever that I did compliment in the last film is just garishly bad. It is just a fever dream of a nightmare in this movie. And it's just so overblown and overdone. It reminds me of, as a kid, when I ate too many Skittles and I got sick and threw up. I really hate even talking about this movie because it frustrates me so much. I can literally just spend 20 minutes just going through everything that is wrong with this movie, but I'm not going to do that. I am just going to say that this movie gets a 1 out of 10. This is the first 1 out of 10 that I have ever given to a movie, and you have to be really, really bad for me to be giving you a 1 out of 10. You have to be completely incompetent, and that's what this movie is. It is just an incompetent mess that did need to happen so we could get a a movie like Batman Begins. Getting past that, coming up next, let's talk about stuff that we actually want to talk about and get into Batman in 4K Ultra HD, and then Batman Returns after that. I'm going to be getting those to you real damn fast. Or if you're excited about that, comment down below if you have actually seen it and let me know what you have thought about it. It's out for about a week as of this recording, so some people have seen it. And as always, thank you for watching my videos. You guys are awesome. I don't even say it because you know it. And I will see all of you next time.